Hey folks, welcome back to Chris Wyatt Africa. This is Chris in central Pennsylvania. Well, 2 days of anger and frustration over an alleged incident of a teacher at the German International School in Cape Town, South Africa, the mother city, accused of racism against people of color. Lots of white parents showing up complaining about this alleged racism and lots of anger about this now, getting 2 days of endless coverage about what's going on. But it is interesting to hear what's being said. Protests at German International School in Cape Town continue for a second day as details of the teacher's racist rant emerge. This story from Dan Meyer at the South African. There's a quote here. It says, "I want people to know that there's racism at this school. They've been hiding it for years and years, and I'm tired of it." Well, who exactly has been hiding it for years and years, and what are you talking about? This all comes down to a situation which a grade 11 pupil who's going by the nom de guerre of Lucy in order to hide the anonymity of the student, said the teacher is accused of embarking on a racially charged rant fueled by the supposed findings of an obscure, uncited study that she claimed proved beyond a doubt that black people are generally less likely to achieve success even when offered the same opportunities as their white peers. Well, there's definitely a problem in that statement there. Definitely a problem in that statement. But there's also a problem in this attributing the German International School to being a racist institution. That's just utter nonsense on the basis of a teacher who's accused of something inappropriate. Why aren't you just simply accusing the teacher? Typical nonsense in South Africa. According to Lucy, the teacher said the children in the study who ultimately failed to pass the year had sold their iPads for drugs. Well, that's hardly a fact-based comment from the teacher. Little bit of concern there. But Lucy's one of 6 people of color in a class of 25 private school privileged elite students. And she said the entire class was equally outraged by the teacher's claim. And they're leading an anti-racism protest. But see, that's nonsense. Anti-racism protest. Why don't you complain about the teacher who committed it? I don't see any other allegations of racism in this story. Well, let's talk about the teacher you accuse of this. Let's not attribute an institution to this. The rantings of Julius Malema and his racially motivated incitation of violence against farmers and against white South Africans, does that make the EFF a racist party? Should we call the EFF a racist institution? The members of parliament for the African National Congress who called Helen Zille vile things and said misogynist comments against her and racist things against her when she was the premier of the Western Cape. Does that make the ANC a racist party? No, it doesn't, but its actions might do that. But the situation in the mother city is definitely going to get a lot of attention here and get a lot of play on Youth Day in South Africa as leaders of the African National Congress, the Economic Freedom Fighters, and other groups seek to turn South Africa's social environment into one of racial strife. There seems to be less effort by any South Africans these days at racial reconciliation and forward movement. It all seems to be let's divide and destroy. Once again, the issue here at this German International School in Cape Town ought to be about this teacher and her behavior, or his behavior, not about the school. Unless you have some evidence of school's misdeeds. And I see no evidence of it here. Anyway, folks, this is a short introductory taster video as to what will be coming for analysis, more in-depth analysis of this situation in the mother city. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your support. And thank you for supporting Chris Wyatt Africa. Take care, folks.